Peggy at Headshots by Peggy, and today we have Alan Delabie with us. Now, Alan, first of all, go ahead and introduce yourself with your cool French accent.
Yeah, so my name is Alan Delabie, I'm from France, and I'm an actor and martial artist.
So the reason I asked Alan to come on today is because he does stunt work, he's a martial artist, he's a filmmaker, he's a writer, you actually write songs as well, a composer, so
yeah.
Lots of stuff. But the thing I want to talk about is stunts.
Exactly. So stunt. Before I did the stunt, I practiced for a long time martial art. I started when I was 10 years old, and I was completely impressed by Bruce Lee and different actors after, and I decided to do it and to try. And first, it was not easy because when you live in France, it's not like in US. Because in US, you have more opportunity with a lot of style of movie, and in France, it's just only drama and comedy, most likely. But I did it.
Yeah,
I did it. Yes. Yeah. And it's not easy to be a stunt because it's not because you're a good martial artist. You can be the biggest amazing stunt. You need to practice because stunt is not like fighting, it's just fake fighting.
Right, the goal is to not hurt someone.
Yeah, it's to catch, to grab the moment in camera. So example, people ask me 1,000 of questions about that. When you fight on movie, it is real or no? It's not real. Otherwise, I will not hear for talking about it.
Right.
So, stunt is more like exhibition, but we need to make it look good and realistic. That's why sometimes people love more fancy, like acrobatic stuff on movie right now, the new generation. But I think it's better to be on the both way, like rough, very rough, and also very artistic. Mm-hmm. And the most difficult things is to understand it's not a real fight. Because I remember working some people, they touch you. No, you can't touch the people. Can you imagine if you work with A-list actor like Robert De Niro or Al Pacino or whatever? You hit the star on the face,
right?
You're fired and you will not working anymore in this business. So that's why you need to understand, they use stunt double, but sometimes for close-up they need the star because they can,
right?
So anyway, the most important thing is to understand the distance also when you do stunt fighting. So when you do a punch, it's not close to the face, it's very far to the face. Example, this is the face of the actors, and this is the punch. So the punch is at this distance.
Never. But it looks, when you're watching it, it looks...
Yeah, because it depends on the angle of the camera. So the big problem sometimes, and some people, they think, I want... do this very close. No, don't do that. It's too dangerous, So you need to take a distance, even for a kick. Because, a lot of accident can happen.
Right.
So, and we need to stay far from that. Yeah. Even if you're on a big set, you have a good insurance. Because if a star is hit by a stunt, depend on the damage. If it's a big damage, it can take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months
to heal.
And we waste money and
construction would go crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why now we use stunt double. So stunt double is a job, is a real job. It's not easy. People think, oh yeah, I do martial art, I'm a black belt, I can, no. Because fighting on the dojo and fighting for a movie is completely different.
Now you're a third degree black belt. So
Yeah.
you also, you actually are a fighter, but you've also done a lot of stunt work.
Yeah, I learn a lot, but I continue to learn because it's a long life to learn. So every single day you learn something. So that's why I love learn by example. Today I learned something from Don Wilson the Dragon. So he explained me also some stuff, and very interesting. So that's why when you do fight, especially for movies, the magical moment is the camera. That's the camera.
Yeah.
You need to have skills for sure, but when you see like actors like Keanu Reeves is good looking and he's not a real martial artist, but he learned for sure. He go to training and he has the chance to have a good team around him to make it look good. But the most important things is to have the attitude on camera. Because if you think, it's not just because you receive a punch on the stomach, on the face, you need to react. And the reaction is very important. Not fake reaction, because some people say, like this. No. Because it's not real. And that's why you need to act the pain, but not too much. Because if it's too much, that doesn't work and it look very, very bad.
Right.
Bad acting. So you need just to be in the middle, not too much. And also to respect the distance and also understand the security for the actors. Yeah, it's important. And also practice. Example, if you do some like block, you block some attack and stuff, you need to have some protection. It's very important. Because at the end of the day, if you do 20 movements and you hit 20 times your elbow, your knee, at the end of the day, you will feel it.
Right. So kind of give us an idea. If you're doing a fight scene in the movie, that could be an 8-hour day, a 10-hour day. So that's not just sitting there, saying your lines. That's your body. So you have to be in shape. You have to be ready to handle.
Exactly.
That's like a crazy workout.
Oh yeah, you need to do the repetition. I mean, you don't say, I have a fight scene today, so I start at 10. No, it's not like that. Weeks before, you have to do a repetition to see the storyboard and to understand how it works, because you can't be on set and say, let's do a fight scene like that. No, it's like a choreography. You need to learn. Sometimes people think it's it's a piece of cake. No, it's not. It's very hard. It's very hard to be a good stunt. It's not just I can kick, I can punch. No.
So when you're a stunt double for someone, how does that how does that kind of walk us through what that's like?
You need to be approximately at the same height and almost the same physical things. No, don't look perfectly like the person, but like if you behind, if you hit. You need to have the. Sometimes they cut your hair the same like the person. Sometimes you wear the same clothes, and if you are, example, you blonde, and they say, you look like behind like the same like the actor, but you need to dye your hair like the guy. So you need to. So that's why they use stunt, and it's not easy because you need to understand it's not just that I can do fight, but stunt double is very different than a stunt. That's the same job. That's the same job, but you take the place of the star. So you need to understand because that's the security for the star. Some star like Tom Cruise, I'm impressed because he did a great job for Mission Impossible.
Right.
And he do a motorbike, a jumping, a fighting. It's amazing.
So when a big star like Tom Cruise does their own stunts, do they do all of their own stunts, or is there like a spot where they're like, okay, you did most of your stunts, but this isn't safe for you? Like, is there a point where they can kind of pull them back and say, yes, we're still going to let you say you did all your stunts, but we're not going to let you kill yourself on set because we need you.
Right. I mean, yes, 70% was made by Tom Cruise himself.
Exactly.
But the rest was by stunt double. But congratulations. Because the production don't spend too much money for 1,000 people of stunt double.
Right.
Because insurance is cost a lot for action movie like that.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine you hurt yourself? You can be like if you do a scene with with a bike or a car, it's very dangerous.
So, on a big production like that, normally, how many stunt doubles would they have for one main star?
Oh, it can be 2.
Oh yeah. So in case one gets hurt, there's still somebody that can
just
know what's going on.
One stunt, for example, are you a stunt driver? You stunt fight and you stunt like just for the light. Example, for Jean-Claude Van Damme, I remember I do for the light also because he was not again on set, so they need the people like the tent, like the skin, the eye, and they say similar things. So and you be on set and you came an hour or 2 hours before the stars, and you be because the director said, okay, you have already this storyboard and also the script, and he said, let's do a traveling. It's gonna be a wide shot, a close up. So you need to be on set for that.
So they kind of get everything ready to go and use the stunt double to see how the scene's going to actually work.
They don't want to waste time for. That's why big production they do that. And because sometimes I say like big star like that said, okay, I'm on set at 9 and I know what I do. So if he arrives just for beyond light and then we don't want to waste time. So that's why they use also stunt double for different type, like double for the fight, double for the light too, because they need to have also
get everything set.
Right.
So you've been doing this for a long time. How did you actually get into it? You know, and what's the difference between being an actor in Europe and being an actor in America? So just kind of tell us about that experience.
Okay, so that is this good question, and I can say in Europe it's not like here with the SAG union, you know, the union. In Europe we don't have union like here, and it's not the same process. And and it's more small world in North America. That's a big machine. Hollywood is a big machine. So in Canada too, it's a big machine because US go to Vancouver and Toronto for shoot. So, but because it's cheaper. And in France, we do the same for Belgium. French production go to Belgium because it's more cheaper for everything, for actors, for location, for everything. And I have experience in Belgium, in France, in Canada, in US, and it's good to be an international actor is great, but sometimes you need to choose somehow example, it's a performance when you were not English native, like American or from UK, British. So it's not the same because when you're French, you need to learn another language, especially English. The accents are very different when you see in UK, in US, in Canada, accent English. The English is very different, but. For French, it's more harder because we need to say, oh, if I shoot in UK, I need to have more UK accent. If I shoot in US, I need an accent. And they said to, oh, okay, you know, Alan, in California, Californian accent, in New York accent. So, but most of the time in Hollywood, they prefer Californian accent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So do you work with like a voice coach to kind of help get that down?
So for now, soon I will try to get coaching for just some pronunciation, because it's very difficult to. It's not difficult now for me to learn English because I start to progress step by step, and I see that on my acting. But when you do acting, when you're French and you do acting in English, and you go back to your city in Paris and you play part in French, it's a piece of cake because you have not this bridge of the language.
Right.
And when you forced your mind to to play with another language, it's very difficult.
Because not only are you thinking about your acting, but you're also, did I pronounce that right?
Everything.
Yeah, did I say the right word?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why it's very difficult for European actors. I mean, but it's a good game. It's a good game. I like that. So, and you force yourself to improve, and that's good for acting. That's why when you're from another country, you try with another language. It's a good performance. So congratulations for people. It's a huge performance, even for whatever. You can be from Russia, from Africa, for whatever the country. It's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's like out of your experience acting and doing stunts and fight scenes? What's your favorite fight scene that you were able to do on film?
So I have a lot of good memories, and the memories I've the most on my mind it's French Dragon. When I was lucky to working with this amazing crew from Toronto, and they are sweet, they are very, very likable, and it's like a family. And when you understand that, no ego, stop with the ego, because I was with amazing martial artists. I was the star of the project, but they said, whoa, you're French? Yes, I'm French. Why? Yeah, because you're simple. Some other French act like khaki, you know. So I said, no, I'm French. Oh, amazing. So, and it's like you need to understand it's a job, it's a game, and no ego. The ego is for outside, and you don't need that. When the camera and the director said action, everybody has the same.
Everybody's a team.
Yeah, of course. That's why when we make it look good on camera, no ego.
Right.
If something like I have a bad souvenir also, the guy was also he was a European champion of kickboxing, and he hit me when I do a TV show in France. He hit me twice on my ribs and one on my neck, and the assistant director said, no, you can't do that. He's a star of the show. If you broke his rib, how we waste time and money. So
right. Because
he know I was good martial artist, so he want to test me. I had nothing to prove. Guys, you have nothing to prove. It's not to be a stunt is not to be the world champion. It's to make it look good on camera.
I have a lot of guys, that come in and they want headshots and they want the tough guy, they want the tough guy part. And that's great, but that's a good point. When you're the tough guy on camera, your job is to make it look real and make sure no one gets hurt. It's not to prove that it's not a macho thing.
No. That's why I love play also a bad... The villain of a movie sometimes, because it's a good game. So that doesn't mean you bad guys for the real life.
Right.
And so you need to understand it's just acting and it's not real. It's some people are so confused about realistic. You know, I don't understand. Sometimes people they say, "Hey, are you very bad like that on the road?" No, I'm not. No, why? It's just acting.
It's acting.
So
it's acting.
So good job. If
You get to pull that little part that's
Yeah.
deep down that you can't act like every day. You get to bring that
Yeah.
out and be the
it's
bad
not
guy.
just to have a ugly face or act like no. The example is when you see a lot of James Bond movie, you can see how sadistic people play like gentlemen, love that. I want to kill you slowly. Not I want to kill you slowly. No. He act more like, hey, I want to kill you slowly, man. You know that? Very, very, very. Like gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like somebody talk to a woman, I kill you, man. Not because you say, I kill you. No.
Right.
It's predictable.
Exactly. So I met you. You've worked with Merrick several times.
Oh yeah.
But I met you a couple of years ago when you were working on your project. So tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah. So this project came from my heart first of all, and I remember when I did it. I start to write the script. I was in US in San Diego. It was in December 2015. And I don't know. I was decided. I want to do a web series. I want to do something like that. When I come back to France, I have more. The script was a little bit approximatively done, and at some point I changed some idea, and I said let's do this. And why Anatomy of AntiHero? Because I said I don't want to play just like a karate guy, save the world or whatever, or play the tough guy. No, I want something more realistic and sad, because I love the $1 million baby with Clint Eastwood. And I love that because the box is an excuse for the drama. And I love that. In AntiHero, the fighting on AntiHero, that's the same. So it's not, we have some part, but not all part.
Right.
And it's a good exercise because when you improve more your acting, then your fighting stunt. For sure, we have fight scene, but it's not the point. And so I tried to do that in France, and I called my friend Meo Chebin, great director, nice girl, very cool, and I talked about it. I said, let's do this, and I was, amazing, you really want to help me for that? Yeah, it's been for a long time, I want to do a project with you, that's good, let's make it happen. And I start to do the part 2. We do a fundraising, and I ask also Merrick to be a part of the show because I was lucky to working with him on another project before. I met him on set too. And the part 2 was a good experience too, but we improve all the time. So this project make me happy because with nothing, everything is possible. If you believe in you, if you believe in yourself, if you need to be around positivity.
Exactly.
With positivity. Because Merrick is a good actor, he's positive. Meosha, she's good director, she's good actress, and she's positive. And that's make things possible, because if you're around positivity, you can make it. If one person try to put negativity, that can be difficult for the project.
I always say, and I stole this from someone, but I say it enough that now it's mine. Your net worth is equal to your network. The people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
That's how far you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
If you sit around yourself with people that are, then that's how far you're going to go.
Yeah, and
so it's important to have a good group, a good crew, a good staff, a good cast.
I can understand it's a job, and sometimes people said, oh, it's a low budget project and how much I can be paid and stuff. But for some reason, if the project is good, and exposure for actors is very important, because sometimes money, okay, we need money, it's important for life, for pay the rent, for pay bills, everything. But sometimes you never know, you work for cheaper with this director, and one day this director got 2, 3, 4 millions of dollars, and they think about you. Hey, I remember this guy. He was sweet on set. He was nice, good actors. They call you,
Right.
you know. And I'm happy because with Anatomy of AntiHero, we did a lot of TV appearances, like in France, in Belgium, in US. We were with QSI News, newspaper, and when I go back to France, I have another interview. And we have some stars. We have Billy Blanks, we have Mariano Mendoza, we have also Eric Roberts, Bob Wall, and Merrick.
Merrick McCarthy.
Of course, and I'm very happy to have him on my show because he's a very great actor. And yeah, even myself, it's been for a long time now I'm on this business, but we learn a lot. Don't think, every project, every moment you learn. I did the short film with Meosha. I learned something different. We learn a lot. More different work you do, more character you do, you learn.
Right.
All the time.
All the time. You always should be learning.
That's why I love play drama, and I think drama is more my type. I can do comedy. I think I can be very funny in comedy because I can do some stuff comedy. I'm funny, but I can be serious too, very serious. But if I have a choice, I love play villain, the villain, and that's the easy part. When I say easy, it's not. People say, "Oh yeah, to be the bad guy is yelling, is to have ugly face." No, it's not that. Because if you do acting class, they teach you how to talk on camera, not talking loud, because it's not about to speak loud or yelling. It's just about attitude. Just with the eyes. The eyes can...
A lot of expression.
Exactly. That's the point.
Right.
And for my character, because I was sad, I don't want to spoil my project, but yeah. Meosha and I, we watched the video yesterday, and some emotion came, and I can understand, and I was very impressed. And Meosha, I never see her like that, and she touched my heart, and that's mean a lot to me. And thanks for everyone. Thanks to you, because you did a great job. You're a good photographer, and I'm proud to have the chance to get some headshot from you. And I like your vlog too. I follow you. I take some advice, guys. Watch Peggy's vlog, and you can receive actress. You receive a lot of good advice. Trust me. If you want to make it, watch the vlogs of Peggy.
So let's tell them how they can see Anatomy of an Anti-Hero. You just finished. You still have a couple of scenes to finish up in France.
Yeah.
And so season 4 is the season finale.
Yeah.
And you're almost done with that. But they can see season 1, 2. Has 3 been released yet?
Yeah. So soon they can see on Amazon Prime and on DVD and different platforms. So I think probably very soon, probably at end of September, hopefully. And so yeah, they can be. They will see 1, 2, and 3 already, and the part 4 I think probably before December. And the part 4, that's I don't know. This one is touched my heart because I don't want to spoil, but a lot of great things happen, and we work hard, and we do it right away. Right away. We just finished part 3, and straight to the point for part 4.
So season 2 and season 3, we filmed at my studio in San Diego.
Yes.
A couple of scenes.
Yes.
And then season 4, there's a couple of scenes that if you watch this vlog, you will recognize the because we filmed a couple of scenes downstairs and upstairs here.
Exactly, with Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
It was it's great location and the light was perfect for that. And thank you for support us. It's a pleasure, and we are blessed because it's important again to be close to people who believe in you, who love you, and who support you. And that's the feedback. Each other, we need to support each other. It's like a real family. And whatever, if, like I said, if you became a star, if whatever, nobody needs to forget each other and where you are and who you are.
And we talk about that a lot, because you're at events and different things. And Mary and I go to events, and there are some people that remember what it's like to get started and remember what it's like to be a human. And then there are those stars that are like, and we talk about that because when you're on set, there comes a point where, people want to work with people that are easy to work with.
Yeah.
So that's always good. And you guys you have a great crew you put together.
So,
and
my point is, you can be a star, you can be nobody. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, we are all human.
Yeah.
So all human, and the point is to stay yourself. It's not because tomorrow you can be on the biggest show of the world, you can be the A-list actors, because this business is like a wave. It's like a wave. You can be the number one in 2018. In 2028, you are nobody.
Right.
So that's why act like to be rude with the cast and crew. No, you need to be sweet.
Right.
It's a family. Everybody are very important. Mm-hmm. You can be just a PA. You can be just a makeup artist. You can be just a gaffer. You can be just whatever. The guy who work on the catering. No, everybody's important. Mm-hmm. If you treat somebody like, I'm sorry, like shit, I'm sorry, it's not good, because sorry, sometimes French we talk like that, huh? So it's Paris. So and no, seriously, it's important to stay, just do your things, be happy. It's not like the factory.
Right.
It's not like the factory.
We're all doing stuff we love. We're all here to have fun.
Yes, it's not like...
We're all fortunate because we're able to make money doing what we're passionate about.
Exactly.
And sometimes you need to be reminded of that. Like, you are lucky you are able to make money doing what you love. Not everybody does that.
And always mm-hmm. think you can be number one today, but not tomorrow. And it's like the same for to be a world champion. You are world champion probably 1-2 times. So you need just to understand this business and say, okay, I do what I love. Mm-hmm. And also be supportive with each other and don't act, okay, stay far from if you are somebody like because it's like chemistry. Uh-huh. Because sometimes you say, oh, I love working with this actor, I can feel that. And sometimes it's happened. I remember when I did this feature film, my first directing feature film, 8 hours, with this actress. Her name is Melis. She's a very great actress. She's simple, and the first day on set, the contact was cool. That's straight to the point. We don't waste time. She said she played my girlfriend on the movie. We just have barely a kiss and just laughing and drink a coffee, and we make it like real. Mm-hmm. It's funny, and Yeah, because sometimes I can understand. No, these girls. No, it's not a point. It's a movie, so you don't choose the look of the girl. Sometimes you can have a very gorgeous woman, and sometimes a woman she look okay, but it's not. The point is to be just to show on camera the best emotion.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
And on AntiHero, we try to show the maximum drama, the best we can, and that's why we have some actors, they put some comedy inside, because if you too much like sad, people sometimes is like a mountain, the mountain up and down, and that's on Anatomy of AntiHero.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot. I didn't ask you before we came on camera. Can I get a trailer to show to at the end of this vlog, or a teaser? All right, guys.
Of course.
Now, normally I laugh, and I figure that most people don't watch the end of my vlogs. I figured they watch a little bit and then they get bored with me. That's how I think. I don't know. I think that. But you have a cool French accent, so my guess is that viewers are actually watching this vlog just to listen to your accent.
I think you need to you need to watch all the time till the end, because sometimes you can miss one point. This point can be the most important point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
today, since I assume you guys are still watching because he has a cool French accent, I'm going to go ahead. I'll get a trailer from you and I'll put it at the end.
Thank you.
And I'll put links. You're on Instagram. You're on
Facebook and
Twitter. So I'll put links below so you guys follow him. Keep up with what's going on. And I really appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate too, and thanks again for your support and for the headshot. And she's an amazing photographer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A plug for Headshots by Peggy.
Yeah, Headshot by Peggy, the best.
Well, you guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe, click the little bell, leave me comments, leave him comments. Share this video all over the place, and most importantly, have an amazing week.